Your side team coverage of tonight's championship win. News Channel 8's Nerissa Prest is at Raymond James Stadium with those thousands of fans. Bob Hyde is in Philadelphia with Bucs fans who braved the unfriendly confines of Veterans Stadium. But we're going to begin with sportsman JP Peterson, who has details on the victory in Philly. JP, what a night.
It was incredible. Gail, the Bucs are going to the Super Bowl to play the Oakland Raiders, and how good of a coach is John Gruden? He has two teams in the Super Bowl. This is really what makes sports so magical. What else can pull a community together in a more positive way than Buccaneers football? The Bucs are going to the Super Bowl, and there are more Buccaneer heroes than sad faces here in Philly tonight. How about Joe Jurevicius, who found a sliver of glory in a personal week of hell? And how about Ronnie Barber, his omnipresence and clutch plays delivering a Super Bowl to the Tampa Bay area? Brad Johnson's toughness and the offensive line, rags to riches story, the defense just dominating. The Bucs out-muscled, out-coached, out-hustled, out-everything the Philadelphia Eagles today in a 27-10 win. Now the Bucs are making waves in their franchise history. They are losers no more, and all they have to do is thank their own little Wizard of Oz, John Gruden.
And we beat a great football team today. And it's kind of like that movie Wizard of Oz, you know, the ding dong, the witch is dead. You know, we won a cold game again. We won a road playoff game. We scored a touchdown here in a vet. So hopefully some of those stories will go away.
And early on, the Munchkin City was whipped into a frenzy. On the opening kickoff, Brian Mitchell cuts right, hits a seam, and goes 71 yards to the Buccaneer 26-yard line. Mitchell with 114 yards on his first two returns. But 2 plays later, Deuce Staley up the gut, and 52 seconds in, it's 7-0 Eagles. But John Gruden had mentally prepared his team to face adversity early.
Our sideline was dead. But, you know, John, again, he talked about we may face some adversity early, and we probably will, but this team has got to stick together. He said, when, you know, if we do fall behind, it's on me. You know, don't feel any pressure.
But the Buccaneer offense answers on a drive using the no huddle, and Brad Johnson using gloves for the first time. He finds Ken Dilger on a bootleg for 13 yards. That set up Martin Gramatica from 48 yards. It was 7-3, but the Bucs had turned the Eagles' momentum around. Then came the punch-in-the-mouth drive. From the shadow of their goal line, 96 yards away, the Bucs pounded Mike Alstott twice for some breathing room. And then on 3rd and 2, Joe Jurevicius turns the game around. Playing with a heavy heart, he goes 71 yards to the 5-yard line, setting up the Bucs' go-ahead score.
Yes, that was a big play in the game, probably the turning point. You know, when you put together an 80-yard touchdown drive and a 93 or 94-yard touchdown drive together against this defense in Veterans Stadium, you're kind of like the Lone Ranger. It's kind of like you're the only person that's done it. But Jurevicius' catch and run, and Dilger, I think, laid a great block out on their sideline.
And with Warren Sapp at tight end, the Bucs sweep left, and Alstott barrels in his 3rd touchdown of the playoffs. The 96-yard drive is complete, 10-7 Bucs.
Great feeling. We all rallied around each other. You know, there were some up and downs, and we stuck by each other. And that was the main thing. Things didn't go our way all the time, and this team, it was just us out there, 53 guys and coaches, and we hung in there all at the same time.
And the Bucs defense kept Donovan McNabb off balance all night long. They had just 2 first downs in the entire first half. Derek Brooks playing the screen to perfection on 3rd down.
And, you know, we got in the rhythm on defense, and we got off on 3rd down and created some turnovers, and our offense turned them into points. Well, if they didn't turn them into points, they turned them in sustaining drives that took key minutes off the clock.
Now in the 2nd quarter, the Bucs offense goes on another long drive, 80 yards. First, Michael Pittman on a backside route for 31. Then Brad Johnson steps up, throws it into the wind, 22 yards to Keyshawn over the middle. Brad 20 of 31 for 259 yards, 1 pick and 1 score. And on 3rd and goal from the 9, Keyshawn beats Al Harris's soft coverage, and the Bucs lead 17-10, and Key has a little something for Philly fans.
We would never throw the football that tightly down in the red zone. Well, we did it. this time around. We threw the football. We wouldn't do it last year. We didn't do it the first year when we kicked the field goal to go up 3-0 and had the ball 1st and 10 on whatever the 20-yard line. And we wound up kicking a field goal. Now under Coach Gruden, we're taking a shot. Boom, let's try to get the touchdown.
And just before the half, with the Eagles in field goal range, Simeon Rice swoops in and strips the ball from his high school teammate Donovan McNabb. And the Bucs go to the locker room up 17-10.
I normally get in town and I call Donovan up, and we talk on the phone. If I don't see him, regardless of the situation, we talk. This week, I didn't call because I knew the severity of our situation. So we had to go in here with our minds right about business. It was about business. We got the victory in a dominating fashion.
Third quarter now, Eagles' first possession, and the Bucs keep the pressure on. Rondé Barber on the corner blitz causes the fumble. Ellis Wims recovers, and another Eagle drive goes for naught. Eagles' next possession, another 3-and-out as Rondé forces an incompletion, and the Eagle fans turn on their own.
They have a very good supporting football crowd, but we knew that they would be quiet and go eat some Philly cheesesteaks after the game and sit up. You hear them booing Donovan McNabb? You hear that? And what did I say on my show the other day? I said that fair weather fans, they try to say our fans are fair weather. As soon as he threw an incomplete, he said, boo!
Late third quarter now, the Bucs drive to make it a 2-score game. On 3rd and 4, the Bucs beat the blitz. Ken Dilger wide open for 19. That sets up Martin Gramatica from 27 yards. It's 20-10 Buccaneers. Fourth quarter now, the play that seals the deal. Rondé fakes the blitz, jumps in the passing lane, and he's off. 92 yards for the score. John Gruden and Buck fans can click their heels 3 times because they're going to the Super Bowl. Ding dong, the Wicked Witch is dead.
This is probably the greatest day of my life. Really proud of our players and our coaches, and really happy for our fans back in Tampa.
It's kind of hard to sit back and really realize what you achieved when that Super Bowl winning that is so good. I'm quite sure if I feel where I feel now, I'm going to feel 5, 20, 30 times as, better than I feel now. We win this game next week.
Steve Young up. We stuffed all these old-time analysts that said we ain't got a chance. Offensive line is below average. I ain't never been average. Never.
Our offensive line was awesome. They've been taking and beating all year long, but if you look what we did the last half of the season, dominated people, dominated up front today. Give the credit to the offensive line. It goes to those guys strictly. This is an awesome win for the Tampa Bay franchise and for the people of Tampa. I know those cannons are firing off now.
Suffering is our fans aren't the Packer fans or the Giant fans or these are the storied history fans. These are fans that have they've had it rough for a little while and stuck with us through thin and thinner. Hung in there, and I'm happy for them. I want them to enjoy the whole week, and then we got to deliver on Sunday.
And Buccaneer fans will be celebrating for a long time to come, and they will certainly remember this night for a long time to come. Jeff Patterson joins me now, and Jeff, I can't think of a more human story, a more triumphant story than Joe Juravicius.
No question about it, JP. As we said this week, certainly the thoughts and prayers of the Patterson family are with the Juravicius family this week, as are the thoughts and prayers of a number of families around the Bay Area. Joe Juravicius has experienced highs and lows this week that few of us will ever understand. The highs of having the birth of his new son, the lows of finding out that his son has severe health problems and a premature birth. And of course today, Joe took along the city and his team along for his highest high.
After a nightmarish start of the game, the Bucs needed a lift. This entire week has been nightmarish for wide receiver Joe Juravicius. His wife gave birth to their son this week, prematurely. The baby is fighting for his life. Incredibly then, John Gruden went to Juravicius to lift the team.
They were focused and kind of could tell. I mean, I got this chill in this locker room earlier, and it wasn't from a draft that we were going to play. We were going to play some. We were going to do something special today, and we did.
Brad's pass hit him in stride. Ken Dilger throws a key block downfield, and JJ is off for 71 yards, the second longest play in Buccaneer postseason history.
He needed that, one of those plays just to really say, I'm back in it.
Joe's a spark plug. I mean, he made one catch tonight, and he's Superman. That one catch, it's going to go down in Tampa Bay history.
3 plays later, the Bucs score and take the lead. Just as importantly, they quiet a deafening crowd at the Vet as the momentum swings towards Tampa.
It's been the roughest week of my life, and these guys made it a hell of a lot easier for me to come in here and kind of forget about everything that's gone on the past week and just focus on playing a football game.
The pass play is one of those great moments in sports when an athlete is down and somehow finds it within himself to lift above personal problems and in the process lift a team with him.
I've been at the highest, I've been at the lowest, and I'm back at the highest, and you know, I'm going to enjoy this one. I'm going to go back home and be a dad and do what needs to be done. And then, you know, my family once again is going to shoo me out the door because we have unfinished business here.
Joe says his young son is a fighter and he thinks he's doing really well. He says his one regret from this game is that he wasn't able to take that pass in for a touchdown because he had something very special planned if he made it to the end zone. Hopefully he'll be able to get there in San Diego. Hopefully his young son will be able to look back on this game in years to come and celebrate with his father.
Boy, I can't wait to see that touchdown dance
in
San Diego. It's going to be fun. And interesting to note that the Bucs certainly celebrated here tonight, but I don't think they celebrated like this is the end all. They have some more business, some unfinished business in San Diego, and we'll see them taking care of that. We'll be out there live for you tomorrow. Now, coming up a little bit later in this show, the co-host of Sunday Sports Extra, Rondé Barber, will join us. I think he made a big play tonight. He'll tell us all about that, and we'll also have a Tribune roundtable. Roy Cummings and Ira Kaufman will join us, and we'll break down the game. We'll analyze some of the finer points and go by play-by-play for you as we wrap up this NFC Championship game and head to the Super Bowl. Back to you guys.
This will be